There's magic in your backyard. Go and find it.
We'll head around to all the towns, head away, holiday. South Aussie with Cosi's on sit down. South Aussie with Cosi.
Hey, peace out, number one, okay.
I'm about to introduce you to a relative that you probably don't even know you had. I'm in Adelaide's sister city, Qingdao. What it means for our state is absolutely massive. But in order to get you to know your big sister that little bit better, I thought I'd better show you around. We have a look at a street in China that they call Beer Street. I like that. I'll introduce you to a guy I call DJ Squid, and we'll have a look at our very own Ausasia festival right here in Adelaide. But first, let's meet Adelaide's big sister in China, Qingdao. So our sister city Qingdao has a population of 10 million people, and our sister state Shandong has a population of over 100 million people. And the pier behind us, that takes you out to a pavilion. That pavilion is very famous here in Qingdao, and it stars on the logo and the emblem that makes up the beer bottles of Qingdao beer.
As we move towards more of a service-driven economy, tourism becomes one of the key platforms for growth for our state. And ensuring that we are China ready, ensuring that our businesses, our cafes, our restaurants, our hotels, our taxi drivers, all of us are China ready is an absolute imperative. So this is a relationship built on mutual respect, it's a relationship built on trust, and it's a great opportunity for South Australia to open itself up to the world, which is what we need to do.
Shandong has a population of over 100 million people, and they love their food. And Qingdao, with its population of 10 million, has some of the best food that I've ever tasted. The locals tell me that this place here makes the best dim sims in the entire world. Everything here is handmade by these ladies. And get this, there's even a squid ink dim sim. Oh, what does every dim sim shop really need to sell though? Well, eels, of course. And here you can buy eels live by the kilo. Shandong loves fresh fish, and the fresher they are turns out to be, the slipperier they are. Luckily, they've got the 5-second rule over here in China as well, so grab that eel, young fella, and there's no problems. Here in Shandong, possibly the biggest event on the social calendar is the Qingdao Beer Festival. Get this for a bunch of stats. Each year, it runs for 2 weeks, and it attracts over 3.6 million people through the gates. It employs 5,000 people, and over the 2-week period, they consume over 1,000 tonnes of beer. Imagine you're just randomly having a weekend away here in Qingdao. You check into your hotel, which is the Blue Horizon Hotel behind me, not knowing that Asia's biggest beer festival is just at your doorstep. Oops-a-daisy. The Qingdao Beer Festival is held every year, usually in the second week of August, and it attracts hundreds of thousands of Chinese tourists, plus a growing number of international tourists as well.
South Aussie with Cosi. South Aussie with Cosi.
Businesses in South Australia are doing what's called getting China ready. That is, ready for the tourists and all the business that's coming from this massive economy. One way they're doing it is with these. It's the Union Pay card. How's the stats on this? It's now available in Australia. There are 4.6 billion of these UnionPay cards around the world, and a whole chunk of them are right here in China. You can use it in over 150 countries, and last year alone, trillions of dollars were purchased on the UnionPay cards. So it's huge for Australia and a great opportunity for SA. And you can actually get these cards and pay for anything like your hotel rooms, room 1102, thank you. Oh, and the minibar, quite a few charges. It's all me.
Okay.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Everything is for sale in China, and we've just come across these. These are actually fighting crickets. So they're all for sale in their individual little cages. I'm told that this is huge out in the villages where people actually fight crickets and they will actually gamble on whose cricket is the best fighter. Me personally, I just can't see that these crickets would even fight, so I'm going to buy 2 and just release them to the world. Can we get ni hao, 2? How much do you think a fighting cricket costs? Here you go. $2.50 Australian each cricket. Oh, Shishir. There he is. I call him Mike Tyson, the fighting cricket. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble. Okay, cricket fighting at its best. Tomo, are you ready to go?
I think so.
My guy versus your guy. Okay, you let yours out first.
Come on, buddy.
The suspense is killing us.
Come on, buddy.
Here he goes.
Come
Look
on.
at my guy. He's like, I will just... Yeah, might fit me too. It's actually quite aggressive.
Poisonous?
Are they poisonous?
Don't.
Here we go.
Let's go.
Okay.
Let's have this fly in my face. Take me down.
Hey! Okay. Oh!
Last man standing. You have a winner.
Okay, we're back. This is round 2. Here we go. Have a look at my guy. There you go, little fella. Whoa!
Whoa. Jeez, he's running scared. This guy's just prancing. You are a mean looking bugger.
Okay, I'll give it to Tomo. His cricket wins. Today is a very, very special day in Shandong because it is their equivalent to our Valentine's Day, and this is a day where millions and millions of bunches of flowers are sold, including this one.
Today, boys can send the flowers as gifts for girls to show their love.
The flower market here in China is definitely a family affair. With Valentine's Day being such a big day, we've got mum, the daughters, the granddad all helping out getting the flowers ready. The girls here for ages have been pulling the little sheaths off, ripping the ugly petals off, and then they do this gentle little blow to open up the flower to have it just right, and then stack them in the pile. Very cute. Adelaide's sister city Qingdao is also home to the world's longest bridge. How long do you reckon it is? Well, I can tell you it's over 40 kilometres long and it took 10,000 people to build it. The Premier of South Australia, Jay Weatherill, has been a massive fan of developing this sister city relationship between Adelaide and Qingdao, and he tells us why 2016 is such an important year.
2016 is going to be a very big year. It's 30 years of the relationship, and every time we've sought to put more ambition into the relationship, so do more things, bring more businesses over, then bring more businesses over here, they always respond to the challenge. So we expect 2016 will be a really big year for tourism, for business-to-business relationships, for cultural exchanges, for tourism and for students.
South Aussie with Cosi. South Aussie with Cosi.
If you come to Qingdao, the first place should be this place, this street.
Welcome back, folks. It is South Aussie with Cosi with an Asian feel as we look at Adelaide's sister city here that is called Qingdao. And they're kind of like our big sister city, really, because Qingdao's population alone is just over 10 million people. But there's so much in common with Adelaide and Qingdao. They love their food, they love their wine, and they love their beer. In fact, so much so that I am standing on what they call Beer Street. If a street's good enough to be called Beer Street, it's good enough for me. Let's see what it's all about.
Beer Street, there are lots of local restaurants. You can experience the very typical summer life with beer. And they will provide you very fresh seafood and the fresh Qingdao beer directly from the breweries. Combine the best things together. So especially in the evening, it's like a party street. And everyone is happy enjoying the nice food to celebrate the summer.
Lots of people in South Australia and Adelaide probably have never even heard of the sister city relationship we have with Qingdao and Shandong here in China. But here in China, these things are a really, really big deal. So much so that every time we film anywhere here in Shandong, we get people taking photos. So flick around, have a look at these dudes. I wish I had this popularity at home. I really love the hustle and bustle of Asia. It's something you only really truly get here in Asia. There's something else they do very differently to what we do in Australia. Here on Beer Street, one of the methods that they serve their beer is actually in a bag. So I've pre-ordered a half a litre of beer in a bag. One? Yeah, thank you. So he's putting it onto some scales so that he can weigh half a kilo of beer. And by the way, this costs 10 yuan, which is about $2 Australian. The barley that makes this Qingdao beer, which is what this is, a whole heap of that comes from South Australian farmers, which is very, very cool. Mostly South Australian and Canadian barley. Okay. Shishir. Ah, shishir. Oh.
This one, sorry.
Sorry, no, okay. It's fine. So you just, like this? First time drinking with beer in bag.
Big bag, little bag.
Yeah. Oh, okay. A push.
Yeah.
Ah, there it is. Beer in a bag. Oh, little disclaimer. Due to timing of this TV show, we could not actually be seen to be drinking beer. So normally I'd do this, but not now. Drinking it now. Well, there it is. That is Beer Street and Wine Street combined. It's pretty full on. It's pretty hectic. It's kind of nice to have a bit of quiet time and to actually be able to sit back and relax and just enjoy a beer in the...
I'm sorry.
South Aussie with Cosi, checking out our sister city Qingdao, and we've got plenty more coming up next.
South Aussie with Cosi. South Aussie with Cosi.
South Australia and Adelaide are very, very, very serious about building relationships with here and in Asia. This is the Aus-Asia Festival. It is ginormous, attracting almost 250,000 visitors over the 2-week period. But the location of this event is second to none. Parliament House, just here. You've got the casino behind us, you've got the Torrens precinct, and then you've got the Adelaide Festival Centre. And here, right in the hub of it all, is the very famous Night Noodle Market.
Aus-Asia Festival is a 2-week international arts festival that shows the best theatre, dance, music, visual arts and film and food from right across the Asian region. There's something for everyone, families, friends to come down. You can see some cutting edge art or family friendly activities while dining on food at the Night Noodle Market. We all know that this is the Asian century, and I think it's very important that the arts leads the way in terms of actually making Asia accessible through what artists are trying to do throughout the region. And that's where I think Ausasia has to lead the way in terms of allowing the population here in Adelaide to get an insight into what is contemporary culture across different countries in Asia, and particularly China.
The Ausasia Festival has been a spectacular success, and the noodle market has been part of that success. I mean, we've had hundreds of thousands of people who have come into Adelaide to enjoy this festival. I think this is just going to grow and grow and grow.
Crispy pork belly.
I really think that this is what South Australia does best, which is something that no one else in the country does, being the only arts-focused festival exclusively dedicated to Asia, and we're really celebrating that, and Adelaide does that like no one else. And so here at Ausasia Festival, we've got thousands of people coming through every night, eating anything from Vietnamese, Indian, Thai, Chinese, Korean food. So there's really something for everyone.
Hey, it's good. Oh.
The food markets here in Qingdao are a must-see. So much colour, activity and life, as well as some weird and wonderful local food. The passion Qingdao has for food matches ours in South Australia. For example, check out this guy. I like to call him DJ Squid. He's dancing to the beats while cooking up squiddy treats. DJ Squid's enthusiasm for cooking squid was actually so infectious, I thought I'd give it a go. In a first for South Australia, South Aussie with Cosi is proud to announce that we've signed a deal to have our own TV show broadcast in China. Here's how it works. The episodes will be 100% Chinese, with Chinese presenter Miss Lee as the host. I took her around SA filming some of the state's best tourist attractions.
就有一个特别可爱的小家伙，名字叫负鼠。Hey, look at me.
After 3 trips to China, I signed a deal with our sister city Qingdao to broadcast my own TV series solely to promote South Australia as a tourist destination for the Chinese. This TV series will put our state in front of hundreds of thousands of Chinese eyes, and will help increase the number of Chinese visitors that we get to SA. The airtime value of this deal exceeds over $2.5 million.
Wow.
And it's a huge opportunity for my beloved South Australia. The Chinese delegation that I brought over here were blown away with what our state has to offer. Best of all, I've used Chinese-speaking South Aussies that are already in the tourism industry to show Miss Lee around and to be the SA stars of the brand new series. This Chinese TV series is produced with the help of SA Tourism, Adelaide City Council and Travel Superstore, and my aim is to increase the numbers of Chinese tourists that we get into SA, therefore creating much needed jobs for this state.
有一只袋鼠在葡萄藤之间跳来跳去，都不知道大家通过镜头能不能看得到。
This is a TV show promoting South Australia, filmed and edited in South Australia by South Australians and exported to China. It's pretty special.
嗨，大家好，我是李俊杰，这里有美丽的海岸线和自然风光，我们澳大利亚见。
We are surrounded by not just a few, but hundreds of buses. And these buses contain thousands upon thousands of tourists. And we know that the best tourist that you can have in your country is the Chinese. They spend the most, they travel in big groups, they are fantastic for your economy. That's why I believe that if we want to create jobs in South Australia, the opportunity here in China is ginormous. Tourism in the state, without sounding too political, already employs over 30,000 people. My goal is to tell all these guys to have their next holiday in South Australia, and that could very well create millions and millions of dollars for our economy and hundreds or maybe thousands of jobs. Here come the next lot.
What international visitors, and in particular Chinese visitors, mean to South Australia is jobs. So it's new money to our economy. So any visitors we get from overseas or interstate brings new money into our economy. And that means jobs. What that means is people are staying in our hotels, they're spending money in our restaurants, they're doing touring around our state. So again, what we see is this ripple effect through the economy in terms of visitors spending money in our economy.
I'll be working flat out in the next 12 months to do what I can personally to create as many new jobs for this state as I can. Thanks so much for your support and wish me luck. Bye-bye. That's all we got time for on South Aussie with Cosi. I hope you've enjoyed the look at our big sister city of Qingdao, what it means for South Australia if we get this relationship right and we keep growing and nurturing it is jobs for South Australia and boosting our economy. This place is fantastic and they respect South Australia so highly. Okay, I'm going to leave you with a China fact. How's this? Did you know there are over 100 cities in China that have a population bigger than Sydney? This place is massive. Oh, and the other kind of fun thing is every time we film, doesn't matter what we're doing, a crowd gathers, like these guys. Check them out. Hi, ni hao. We'll catch you later.
In South Australia we will go, head away, holiday.
Well, welcome to another episode of South Aussie with Cosi. And as you can see, this interview, it's not an interview, it's actually a show. Yeah, I've really got to be square on with this shirt, otherwise I look fat side on. Okay. So I'll try to.
No worries. And roll.
This show is proudly brought to you by Travel Superstore. Based in South Australia, taking you all over the world. Check out travelsuperstore.com.au. Your journey, simple.
In South Australia we will go, head away, holiday.
I like possums.